Good evening from Indian Hill High School. The Indian Hill High School Video Department presents the Indian Hill Junior Varsity versus the Wyoming Junior Varsity basketball game tonight. The Braves take on the Cowboys, and we're late getting on the air, so we're off and running. Indian Hill has the ball and is trying to work it in for their first shot of the game. Indian Hill gets off a good shot, and Wyoming clears the rebound. Misses the shot on the fast break. It's offensive rebound. Indian Hill. Jenny Tharp comes down with number 22. Foul is called on Wyoming, with Indian Hill taking the ball out of bounds on the side. This is Larry Eli along with John Ward, my sidekick this evening, bringing you the game on a warm evening from the Indian Hill gym.
Nice night out there for a December day.
Sure is, John.
I couldn't tell the official who the foul's on against Wyoming there, Larry, but
I couldn't either.
We'll pick it up later on, try to bring all the information to you that we can, and hope you have an enjoyable evening with us as we go through the junior varsity, and will be followed by the girls varsity game between the Wyoming Cowboys, the #1 ranked team in the city, against the Indian Hill Braves.
That'll be interesting. Wyoming's ball out of bounds under their own basket. They've had a little trouble setting up their inbounds play. They get it in. Again, should be a very, very interesting night. So far, the JV game has started off the first minute and a quarter, no score. Wyoming able to get another offensive rebound and a chance to reload, and a long three is short. Wyoming again gets the offensive rebound.
Well, when you keep giving a team 3 and 4 shots, it's tough to beat them, and right now we're 0-0.
Right.
And the Braves better get on the boards.
Well, they're playing a 2-3 zone defense, which seems to be pretty effective. They say keeping the ball out of the middle, but there's a foul on, I believe, number 22, Jenny Tharp.
That's correct.
Let me set the Indian Hill players for you. We have number 42, Hillary Peters. Number 40, Caitlin O'Reilly. Number 20, Blair Kropp. Number 22, Jenny Tharp. And number 12, not on the roster here, but I would
Annie
say
Skank.
It looks like Annie Skank.
For the Cowboys, it's 45, Sarah Schmidt. Number 25, Julie Killen. Number 23, Robin Fulton. Number 41, Melissa Becker. And number 24, Abby Wiggins. Those are the 5 starters for the Cowboys.
We have another foul on Indian Hill. Wyoming was unable to convert on either of their free throws, and here we are 2 minutes into the game with no score. Indian Hill has a timeout. So the score, with 1 minute 43 seconds gone in the first period, Indian Hill and Wyoming zeros.
This program is a production of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department uses student volunteers to produce school-oriented programming, including sports, drama, news, and special events. These events are then played back through the ICRC for the entire community to enjoy. For more information about the Video Department, you can call 272-4635.
What was that number, John?
272-46, a 3 and a 5.
Thank you.
And we just like to also mention it's on the screen if you'd like to jot that number down. And we appreciate the ICRC, all the support they have given Indian Hill to make these productions possible. They have been very supportive of our program here, and we like to thank them. We can't thank them enough for all they've meant to this program.
Well, on the floor for the Finneytown, at the free throw line, I should say, for the Finneytown is number 23,
That's
Jennifer McNulty.
That's Robin Fulton. That's Finneytown.
I take that back.
There we
I
go.
was given the wrong roster.
Wrong sheet. That's Finneytown's. That was Robin Fulton on the miss from the foul line.
In fact, she missed both of them.
Annie
Annie
Skank.
Skank the length of the floor, misses the layup. Nice drive to the basket by Annie. Wyoming comes up the floor. And again, Indian Hill in a 2-3 zone. Able to penetrate. And Indian Hill finally clears that rebound after that shot to limit Wyoming to one try at the Try for 2. Annie Skank brings the ball up. Over to Jenny Tharp. Round 2, Blair Kropp. Again, Indian Hill having a hard time trying to get the ball in low. Still working the perimeter. Good defense, man-to-man defense by Wyoming. Indian Hill had a good look at the basket. Gets an offensive rebound. And that's Caitlin O'Reilly with the rebound. Tries to put the ball back up and is fouled for 2 shots. She's fouled by number 45, Sarah Schmidt. 5'11" sophomore center for Wyoming. Still no score with almost 3 minutes gone in the first period. And the free throw is good, and that breaks the ice. We're on the board. I'll tell you, this is like the NBA games this year. A little low scoring first quarter, but it'll take off here in a minute.
A lot of defense.
Second free throw is in and out. Wyoming, number 41, Melissa Becker clears the rebound. And traveling is called. Good job by Indian Hill and giving a little backcourt pressure and force Wyoming to pull up with the ball and travel with it.
Good recovery by Caitlin O'Reilly to be there to pick up that errant pass.
Well, Indian Hill able to come out of that scramble with the ball and get it to their point guard, Annie Skank, who tries to set up the offense for the Indian Hill Braves.
Well, we got to penetrate.
Blair Kropp saves the ball and almost steal. Brings it up the floor. Cross court.
Travel.
And a traveling is called on number 42 for the Indian Hill Braves, and that is Hillary Peters. Indian Hill pressing. Wyoming trying to bring it up court. They break the press. Come up the court quickly. Get off a shot, which is no good. Indian Hill clears the rebound. Nice job by Jenny Tharp hustling down the floor. Annie Skank walks it up. Good job protecting the ball by Annie Skank. Blair picked up her dribble and is trapped at about half court.
5 second count. She has to get rid of it in 5 seconds.
Well, for this reserve team, the younger players, that's one of those lessons in basketball that you have to constantly be aware of, and that is not to pick up your dribble at a point on the floor where it's easy for you to get trapped or it's hard to get the ball to a teammate. Now, Indian Hill has switched to a man-to-man defense. Wyoming able to get off a short jump shot, and a foul is called on number 40 of Indian Hill, and that is Caitlin O'Reilly. That is her second foul, I believe. Is it not, John?
The board says that's first on her. She and Hillary Peters both have one, along with
Hillary Peters had the other.
Jenny Tharp has one.
Okay.
Third team foul.
Free throw is up and bounces around and down. It's still 1-0 Indian Hill with 3 minutes left in the first period.
Oh, it's thought it was the fourth inning.
No good. Indian Hill. Hillary Peters clears the rebound and throws it away. Be Wyoming's ball in the forecourt. Indian Hill sets up their inbounds play. Indian Hill still in a man defense. And they're doing a good job of sliding their feet and staying with the person, staying between their person they're guarding in the basket. Pretty good job. Oh, nice. Almost for Wyoming, a nice bounce pass to get a shot in low. That bounce pass trying to go to number 41, Melissa Becker. But unable to handle the ball. Indian Hill's ball out of bounds. Annie Skank over to the other Annie on the floor. Under the basket for Indian Hill and in the basket. Nice play. That's the way to spot the player. Hillary Peters for 2. They're able to, against the press, spot the player under the basket for an easy 2. Indian Hill slows down the penetration by Wyoming. Long shot by Wyoming. And the ball is off Wyoming and out of bounds to Indian Hill. Indian Hill was up 3-0 with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first period. Annie Skank brings the ball up against pressure, drives down the length of the lane, up and just misses a layup. Wyoming does a good job of clearing the rebound. Indian Hill pressing, trying to keep them from bringing it up the floor.
Carry the ball.
And Wyoming dribbler player number 25 called for carrying the ball. That is Julie Killen. Hillary Peters inbounds to Annie Skank. Annie over to Ann Whitaker. And the ball tapped away and stolen by number 23 for Wyoming and laid in.
That's Robin Fulton.
Robin Fulton, pretty good athlete. I wonder if her brother is a football fullback.
That's part of the
Good
Fulton
running
family.
back.
They have about 15 kids in that family. They're all great athletes.
I tell you, her brother was sure a good football player. It looks like she's a darn good athlete herself.
Yeah, she is.
She seems to have very quick feet and quick hands.
Foul on Annie Skank right there, her first, and that's the team's 4th team foul.
Wyoming's ball out of bounds. Indian Hill up 3-2. Steal the ball. Nice double team by Annie and Annie. Annie Whitaker and Annie Skank. Annie pulls up, tosses cross court. Caitlin O'Reilly puts up a shot, no good, and here comes Miss Fulton down the floor between two players up and just misses a lay-in. Rebounded by Wyoming. Couple of passes, another shot. Wyoming rebounds again, puts up a shot and in. That's by number 45, Sarah Schmidt. Wyoming up 4-3 with 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
We're getting that
Ball
second,
is
third shot
stolen
again
by Wyoming, and the ball is laid in by Wyoming, and they now lead 6-3. Indian Hill having a little bit of problem here getting it up against this pressing defense.
Well, they need to look deep because we can get the deep pass.
Under the basket, Wyoming is leaving the Indian Hill player uncovered, but I don't know that the Indian Hill players either can't see her. Oh, nice play by Indian Hill. The ball is in and out. Hillary Peters had a nice short shot, which I don't know how that stayed out, John.
Rolled around and out, and Hillary picks up her second foul.
Right, that's one of those fouls we all seem to see someone make, or we probably made ourselves out of frustration. You miss an easy shot, and then foul the person who grabbed the rebound on you.
Number 20, Liz Gale into the game for the Cowboys. They have, or 21, Liz Gale, my fault. And also 45, Sarah Schmidt stays in. 25, Julie Killian.
Right.
Robin Fulton. And 32, Brooke Fulton.
Indian Hill back into a 2-3 zone. The man-to-man defense gave up 6 quick points and went back to the zone. Try to stop that penetration. And Wyoming is called for traveling as they attempt to penetrate the zone. And it's Indian Hill's ball out of bounds. Let's see if they can do a better job this time coming up against this zone. They've got to look deep. You're right, John. There it is. They look deep.
There we go.
Got the ball down easy. Easy shot for Caitlin. The ball is a little bit long. Off Indian Hill, and Wyoming's ball out of bounds.
There's a situation there, Larry, where Caitlin had a nice shot, but she stopped. If she'd have kept her dribbling going in, she could have had an even closer shot than she had.
Right. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Wyoming 6, Indian Hill 3.
The Indian Hill High School video department is proud to bring Braves fans over 15 girls and boys basketball games this season. Be sure to tune into ICRC Community and Educational Access channels to catch your Indian Hill Braves. So there'll be a lot of action coming up later on this year. We've got some great games like this evening we're talking about, Wyoming Cowboys. They're the defending state champions, and they should be right back and have a chance to repeat. They have a lot of the girls back, led by Megan McCabe, who is already committed to Ohio State. She's an outstanding player.
Well, it looks to be a fun evening to see them play. The Indian Hill girls, I believe they have a 1-win, 2-loss record, the varsity, going into this game. And in the last game, they faced Taylor, who also has a very, very good player. And is it
Shalon Pillow.
Yeah, Miss
Shalon Pillow.
Miss Pillow. Well, she can play.
She's no softie.
No.
And the Braves,
she's no feather bed out
that's
there.
right. The Braves varsity's 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah,
okay.
They won Saturday. They
All
beat
right.
Lachlan 55-49.
All right. Indian Hill tries to double team the ball. Wyoming quickly passes the ball. Works it in low for a shot, and it's good by number 21, Liz Gale.
Courtney Cooper enters the game for the Braves, number 10.
She's in the game along with Annie Whitaker, Annie Skank. And Indian Hill gets off a shot. Oh, nice job in there, rebounding and putting the ball back up by number 42, Hillary Peters. Number 22, Jenny Tharp, able to get off a shot, which Hillary rebounded and put back up and was fouled in the process, and will have 2 shots.
That was Brooke Fulton's first foul and the team's third team foul. And Brooke and Robin team up as sisters. Robin, a freshman, Brooke, a sophomore.
First free throw is off the rim to the right. Indian Hill's going to need these free throws because our field goal shooting has not been real hot yet.
Oh, we haven't had that many shots at the basket. We got to penetrate and get a little closer.
Well, the second one is good, and the score is 8-4. With Wyoming in the lead. Wyoming has the ball out front. Indian Hill trying to double team the ball. Good job of passing by Wyoming. Able to penetrate on the dribble. Nice rebound there by Courtney Cooper. Came down with it. Brings it up the floor hard. Goes coast to coast. Puts up a shot. That's a good job by Courtney trying to get a shot off real quick as she's being pushed and maybe get 2 shots out of it.
I think they called the foul on the drive, Larry. Number 32, Brooke Fulton, had her hand on her back. That's her second foul and the team's fourth.
Well, that's a good job by Courtney. She tried to get that 2-shot foul.
Great drive.
Yep.
That's the way to take the ball to the basket.
That's it. That's exactly right. Indian Hill throwing it under their own basket. Annie Whitaker pulls the trigger. And Hillary Peters shoots and scores. Indian Hill pressing. Now they've got to hustle down the floor as Wyoming breaks the press. Well, good job of passing the ball. Wyoming unable to handle a high pass in the middle. Long shot off and down. Wyoming rebounds, and Wyoming is able to save the ball. A good hustle in there by number 45, Sarah Schmidt, for Wyoming. Traveling on Wyoming. Indian Hill's ball out of bounds on the side. Jenny Tharp will bring the ball up the floor. Faces the press, back across to...
Underneath.
Well, almost.
There it was.
Indian Hill able to get the ball down to Hillary Peters under the basket, but unable to convert. Nice hustle back down the floor by Caitlin O'Reilly to knock away the fast break attempt by Wyoming. It'll be their ball under the basket, and it looks like Indian Hill has gone back to a 2-3 zone. Double team on the ball. Good job by Caitlin O'Reilly to knock the ball away. Courtney Cooper brings it up the floor. Off to Caitlin O'Reilly, back out front. Indian Hill doing a little bit better job of penetrating. Nice shot by Caitlin O'Reilly. Wyoming able to clear the rebound. Indian Hill steals the ball. Courtney Cooper. And her shot is blocked. Saves the ball into Caitlin O'Reilly, who shoots and is fouled. Excuse me, that was
Hillary Peters.
Hillary Peters, who is able to grab the ball, shoot, and she is fouled and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That foul is on number 45, Sarah Schmidt, and that is her first, and that's the team's 5th.
Indian Hill doing a little better job of taking care of the ball and have narrowed the gap from an 8-3 score to an 8-7 score. So they've scored 4 unanswered points. Make that 5.
Beautiful.
Both are good. Indian Hill continues to press. Stop the ball, trying to force a long pass, and a wild pass by Wyoming is out of bounds, and Indian Hill's ball. Well, that press has become very effective here for the...
It's amazing what a little bit of pressure will do just to rattle the kids, and Wyoming turns it over, and now they take a timeout to talk about it.
Well, I think I would too, after having 6 straight points scored on me.
And during this timeout, let me remind you that the executive producer, director of Braves basketball on ICRC, is none other than Anthony DeMarco.
All right.
The next Steven Spielberg. You're going to be reading about this guy.
He sure will.
Our remote facilities coordinator is Mr. Dennis Dupps, and our remote facilities are provided by the Indian Hill High School Video Department. And they do a super job, and Larry Eli, and I'm John Warden. We're glad to be here and to bring you these girls' games this fall or this winter, or whatever we're in.
Well, we're still fall. We still have about 10 days till winter.
We can fall with the best of them.
That's right. We make our share of mistakes, that's for sure.
That's right. So bear with us. Hope you're having a good time out there watching these young ladies in action.
As Indian Hill breaks the huddle, it's Courtney Cooper and takes the floor along with Jenny Tharp, Hillary Peters, Caitlin O'Reilly, and Annie Whitaker. Well, Indian Hill able to throw it off the legs of a Wyoming player out of bounds to keep from having a turnover. Indian Hill sets up their inbounds play. Indian Hill gets the ball in, and it pass is stolen by Wyoming, and they bring it up the floor against a little pressure. Indian Hill's back in their 2-3 zone. They're doing a good job of keeping the ball on the perimeter of the defense.
Put good pressure on them too, Larry.
Yep. Oh, nice pass by Wyoming. It's not handled, though, in the lane. Back out front, and a blocking foul is called on Hillary Peters.
That hurts. That's her third.
Hillary's been playing extremely well in the middle. I like her. She's an aggressive player, but she's got some finesse, too.
She's a real aggressive player, very heady, knows where the ball is all the time, but that's her third foul. And that's a team 6, and Wyoming will be in the 1-on-1 on the next foul.
Nice ball steal. Thrown right to the Indian Hill player, and they throw it right back to Wyoming. And nice pass. Good job by Wyoming. They missed the lay-in, and they get the offensive rebound, and number 45 grabs that ball. Sarah Schmidt puts the ball in and is fouled. So she may have a chance with the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
That foul's on Ann Whitaker. Her first, and that's a team 7th. Sarah Schmidt will go to the line to shoot her free throw. The basket was good. It's 10-8 in favor of the Cowboys.
We have a timeout on the floor with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Wyoming leading 10-8.
Much of the equipment used to produce tonight's game was provided through a grant from the Intercommunity Cable Regulatory Commission. The ICRC provides local school districts with commercial-grade equipment which they can use to produce their own cable TV shows. The Indian Hill High School Video Department thanks the ICRC for their involvement in our program. So timeout to Indian Hill. They're going to talk it over. We get the ball, throw it away, work hard to get it back, throw it away again. I imagine Coach Perry might be telling them, slow down, take your time, look for the open person, look deep, because Hillary and Caitlin have gotten deep earlier.
Oh, they've been wide open against that press under the basket.
But our guards, if they don't keep their heads up and look down the floor, they're not going to see them. So I'm sure he's trying to relay some of that. Got the chalkboard out over there.
Right.
And they're back on the floor.
In for the Indian Hill lineup for Hillary Peters is number 52, Mandy Barnes. Both teams return the same players to the floor that were out there with the exception of Mandy prior to the break.
And we've got 35, Jenny King, in for the Braves, for the Cowboys.
And the free throw is missed, and Indian Hill. Courtney Cooper able to pull down that rebound. She brings it down the floor ahead to Ann Whitaker. Courtney gets off a shot just off the rim. Cleared by Wyoming. Courtney back on defense. Nice bounce pass. Off and down. Wyoming rebounds. Gets off another shot, and it is good. That is number 25, Julie Killen.
Travel.
Getting that press at times. It's given Indian Hill problems. Sometimes they've looked great bringing it up against us. Sometimes they struggle. There was a time we struggled, turned it over. Wyoming brings the ball across half court. It's able to get guard penetration for the easy shot to the forward, number 45, Sarah Schmidt, able to score again. Wyoming pressing the inbounds play. Inbounds so. Courtney Cooper receives the inbounds pass ahead to Caitlin O'Reilly. Back to Courtney. Brings it across the timeline. Goes ahead to Jenny Tharp. Back out front. Indian Hill doing a better job of running their offense, recognizing the defense, passing the ball.
Still need penetration, Larry.
Right.
We're playing around a three-point stripe and further, and we're not going to make many baskets from out there.
No, I don't know that the junior varsity has very many girls that are good three-point shooters. Courtney Cooper is fouled on a blocking foul by Robin Fulton, number 23. Courtney's been a very active player, done, I think, an awful nice job since she came in the game. She's hustled the floor, she's penetrated, she's rebounded, she's done a little bit of everything.
That's Robin Fulton's first foul, team 6. So next foul, the Braves will go into the bonus.
Indian Hill needs to get some points here before halftime. They're down 7. They were up, and they are now down by 7. Indian Hill tries a cross-court pass, which is stolen by Wyoming, and Caitlin O'Reilly is called for a reach-in foul from behind.
That's her second foul. Team's 8th.
Right, Indian Hill can ill afford to lose their two best big players that they have on the junior varsity, which are Caitlin O'Reilly and Hillary Peters.
And also Coach Perry is a little thin on the bench this evening as Colleen Ney, Lee Vadas, and Lauren Rogers are not in uniform this evening due to injuries.
Free throw is no good, and Courtney Cooper there for the rebound. Caitlin O'Reilly up the floor to Ann Whitaker. And brings it across the timeline. Shot is partially blocked by number 45.
Oh, don't foul.
By Sarah Smith, and hustling down the floor in an attempt to get the ball for Indian Hill is Caitlin O'Reilly. Another one of those times, John, where you make them a mistake or miss a shot and then turn around and make the foul.
And that's her third.
Yeah, that's our two big people for our JV now have 3 fouls each in the first half.
And that's the team's 9th. And 1-1 for Jenny King. She misses the first one. Nice rebound by Mandy Barnes.
All right. Good job, Mandy. Annie Whitaker brings the ball up the floor. Off to Caitlin O'Reilly. Into Courtney Cooper, who gets off a nice, easy shot, but it does not fall. Ice cold. Those Braves are ice cold. Guard does not stay back. Oh, what a nice hustle
Nice job,
play.
Courtney Cooper running the floor.
Well, I'll tell you, I thought number 35, Jenny King for Wyoming, was kind of have an easy basket, and Courtney Cooper hustled the floor and tapped it away from behind. Nice inbounds pass. Shots missed. It's missed again. Rebounded and shot again. Number 41 for the Cowboys is Melissa Becker. And that was an excellent job of offensive rebounding by Melissa, who got off one shot after the first miss. Took a second shot and was fouled. And she'll be at the line for 2.
That foul was on Courtney Cooper, and I was glad Courtney got it. That's her first. Standing right beside her on that call was Caitlin O'Reilly. And Caitlin doesn't need her 4th foul.
No, sure. She sure doesn't. First free throw is missed. It's 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the quarter, and Wyoming leads 15-8. Second free throw, no good, and it's rebounded by Jenny Tharp. Up to Annie Whitaker. Brings up the floor, bounce passes to Caitlin O'Reilly, and Indian Hill able to get off a nice shot. Courtney Cooper, but it won't fall. And
Player control foul, Larry, on Wyoming.
offensive foul. Must have reached around with her elbow.
She took the elbow. It's number 25, and that's Julie Killen. And that puts the Braves in the bonus. It should be 1-1. They didn't call that. They got to blow the horn. That should be 1-1.
Wyoming attempting to bring the ball up the court. Indian Hill putting some pressure on them. There's 41 seconds left in the half. Trying to work the ball in low on the high post is 41, Melissa Becker. Over to Robin Fulton. Oh, nice try to get it inside. And 21 for Wyoming is called for a reach-in foul. Should be a 1-1 now for Indian Hill. Actually, we should get a 2-2 here, John.
Yeah,
make up for the one they missed a minute ago.
Evidently because of the player control foul. At first, I guess that's what he called, and that's why we didn't shoot it. I thought he had a pushing foul. Then he said player control. Now we're shooting, though.
We're on the line now. 1-1. Foul. Jenny Tharp at the line. First one's up. Good.
She's too soon over the line.
Too bad.
She has to let it hit.
I think she didn't do that. Kind of inadvertent, I think, just with trying to get the ball to the basket, stepped over the line. Indian Hill pressing. Really hustling to try to keep Wyoming from getting the ball in for a shot right before half. Robin Fulton back out front with the ball. Oh, nice inside pass. Nice inside pass. Good job of working the ball in, and the basket is by number 41, Melissa Becker. And that is halftime. And, folks, at halftime it is Wyoming 17, Indian Hill 8. And we'll be back after halftime. We're back at the start of the second half of the Indian Hill Braves versus the Wyoming Cowboys. We're at halftime of the junior varsity game with Wyoming leading 17-8. And John, this is a game that Indian Hill, to get back in the game, has got to take care of the ball and get some close-in shots to fall.
Larry, we hit a big dry spell. This game was tied at 8-8 with about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and we never scored again. Right. So we have to get some baskets, and those 2 points were foul shots by Hillary Peters.
Right. Wyoming passing the ball sharply here to start the half. And they travel prior to getting off the shot, so there's a break maybe for Indian Hill. Let's see if we can capitalize on it.
Need to penetrate. We need to get the ball down low.
And Wyoming's still pressing to start this second half. Indian Hill gets the ball across the timeline, but turns it over, throws it away out of bounds. Wyoming gets it back. So here we are 30 seconds into the third quarter, and neither team has had a shot yet. Each have had a turnover. And it is Indian Hill's ball. Another turnover by Wyoming. And the ball stolen on the inbounds and smartly knocked away by number 12, Andy Skink. Good play by Andy. Wyoming sets up their inbounds play under their basket. It's into Robin Fulton. Back to Robin, now back out to front. And thrown away. That's 3 turnovers for Wyoming and 2 for Indian Hill, and no shots in this half.
We need to capitalize on it. Go to the basket, Caitlin. Nice job.
Caitlin O'Reilly drives to the hoop and gets 2 points. What a pretty drive. I'll tell you, that's as nice as you can draw it up. Robin Fulton back quickly. Is able to put in a fast break jump shot over Caitlin O'Reilly. Indian Hill throws the ball inbounds and brings it up against the press. Still having a hard time getting it across that timeline. There we go. We get it across to Annie Whitaker, who is unable to get off a good pass, and Wyoming steals the ball. Wyoming is passing the ball again on the perimeter, trying to find that opening to get off the close-in shot. It's into 41. It's Melissa Becker, but it's thrown back out, and now it's out front again. The shot missed, but Melissa Becker rebounds again and is fouled on the arm by Caitlin O'Reilly. And for Caitlin, I believe that is her 4th foul. On the inbounds play, Wyoming able to convert for 2, and they're up 21-10. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And Indian Hill now looking at some foul problems as Caitlin O'Reilly has 4 fouls. Cross-court pass is stolen by Robin Fulton, who lays it in, and 6 unanswered points to start this second half by Wyoming, and Indian Hill calls timeout. With timeout on the floor, Braves fans won't want to miss the games coming up this season on ICRC. Join us for contests between Finneytown, Deer Park, Seven Hills, Reading, and more. Call the ICRC at 772-4272 for programming information.
Boy, well read.
Thank you, John.
I was just getting a little insight from Coach Seipel on the upcoming varsity game. That's why I left you for just a minute.
Well, that's okay. I thought for sure you guys might have even been going to come back and tell me how the varsity's going to pull an upset tonight.
Well, he's got them pretty well geared up.
Told him to look for pretty much a man-to-man all over the floor by Wyoming. They have 8 seniors, Larry, on that varsity team, and they're a very experienced team. A lot of girls back from that state championship team. So they're going to be tough for anybody to beat this year.
Well, I was lucky in high school to play at a school that had a good basketball tradition, and we won the state tournament my junior year and had the same type of thing coming back my senior year, and I know that feeling and how that goes. It can be tough for people to beat you when you have a team like that. Indian Hill finally breaks the press, gets it across half court smartly. Good job by Indian Hill. Katie Skink tries to drive to the basket, and the ball is tapped away. And a violation is called on Indian Hill, I believe 3 seconds in the lane, and the ball is out of bounds under the basket to Wyoming. Traveling is called on Wyoming on Robin Fulton, and it'll be Indian Hill's ball out of bounds. Ball is into Annie Skank. Nice pass. Nice pass by Annie into Mandy Barnes, who's able to turn, drive to the basket, and score an easy basket. Nice job by Indian Hill. Wyoming up the floor quickly and across half court to break that Indian Hill press. Indian Hill in a 2-3 zone, and the ball is picked off by Mandy Barnes.
Well, a couple turnovers and a couple baskets, we get back in the ball game.
Yes, sir. We're down right now 11 points. Another sharp pass.
Oh, not go in.
Out. I cannot believe that wouldn't fall. Nice job, though, by Annie Skanka working the ball in low. Some nice passing. The shot is missed. Rebounded, shot, and missed. And Annie Skank comes away with the rebound and brings it up the right side of the floor. Slows it up and passes over to Courtney Cooper. And Courtney Cooper is fouled by Robin Fulton. Be out of bounds for Indian Hill on the sideline.
It's tough to see, Larry. I can't see the board exactly from here. I think that is Robin's 3rd foul, and that's the team's first this half. That would be a big factor to get her speed out of the ball game.
Right. Well, right now, Caitlin O'Reilly is playing with 4 fouls for Indian Hill.
That she just has 3.
Well, no, she picked up one while you were talking with Coach,
golly.
So she's got her 4th.
Uh-oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, Wyoming steps out of bounds, and it's Indian Hill ball underneath their own basket. Courtney Cooper dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds, and it will belong to Wyoming. Indian Hill continuing to press.
Pick it up, Caitlin. Oh, almost. Good try.
All right, nice try by Indian Hill in stealing the ball on the press. It'll be Wyoming's ball under their own basket. All right, a good hustle for the ball by Courtney Cooper. She and Robin Fulton scrambled for the ball, and it was off Indian Hill. Wyoming's ball under their own basket. That was a good look by Wyoming, trying to get the ball underneath for an easy layup. Pass was a little hard and missed and out of bounds, and Indian Hill will have it out at the baseline. Courtney Cooper brings it up. However, a cross-court pass is intercepted, and number 24 for Abby Wiggins for Wyoming is called for traveling, and it will be Indian Hill out of bounds on the side.
Abby Wiggins leaves the game as number 32. Brooke Fulton enters the ball game for the Wyoming Cowboys. On the floor for the Braves,
Wyoming is called for a technical foul for stepping into, not into, but over the sideline in an attempt to block an inbounds pass. At the free throw line for Indian Hill is Courtney Cooper.
Larry, on that situation,
free throw is no good.
In order for it to be a technical, she had to hit the ball. I don't know if she hit it or not, but the referee called a technical foul on number 21.
Second free throw is good on the technical. Indian Hill will have the ball out of bounds at half court.
But we'll take it.
Yes, sir. We'll take every point we can get. We'll cut that lead down from 15 to 10. Indian Hill has the ball.
Over and back. She's in the backcourt.
Out front is number 25, Julie Killen, as a point guard. Robin Fulton shoots, misses. Rebounded. Nice play by number 45, Sarah Schmidt, who puts the ball back and in. And Sarah Schmidt has done a very nice job of offensive rebounding and getting the ball back up and in.
They called that foul on number 52. That's Mandy Barnes, her first. And that's the team's first for this half.
And the free throw is good.
Now they put it up. That's the team's second. We had a foul earlier.
Gets that lead back up to 13 points for Wyoming. Good job of coming down the sideline by Annie Skank.
Got Blair Kropp wide open, didn't see her.
Caitlin O'Reilly's shot is off the rim and down. And there is number 45, Sarah Schmidt, to rebound. Indian Hill starting to extend that defense a little bit farther out. It's kind of opened up a little bit for Wyoming underneath. Over the back foul by number 45, Sarah Schmidt. And again, there's that foul. You miss a shot or make a bad play, and in trying to make up for it,
that's
picking up that foul.
That's Sarah's third foul, and that's the second on Wyoming this half, second team foul. So they have Robin Fulton and Sarah Schmidt, both the three fouls right here.
Annie Skank trapped on the side, and the ball is stolen by Wyoming. She attempts to pass it into the middle. It is saved from out of bounds by Wyoming. Indian Hill back down the floor quickly. Indian Hill misses a shot, and Mandy Barnes with the shot. She missed, rebounded her own shot, tried to put it back up, and was fouled, and will be at the line for 2 free throws.
And that was Sarah Schmidt's fourth foul. They had a sub at the table for her, and before they can get her out of the game, she picks up foul number 4, which is very important for these Cowboys. She's an integral part in this game.
Melissa Becker, number 41, takes Sarah's spot. First free throw by Mandy is up and off. Indian Hill close, but not converting those free throws. Boy, they've missed a bunch.
We have a lane violation on number 32. She moves lane spaces after the shooter already had the ball, so the referee sticks his arm out, which means a delay call. If Mandy would have made that, there'd been no whistle. Wyoming would have taken the ball. Mandy missed, and she gets a free shot.
Yeah, that ball is also off. And rebounding the ball is number 32, Brooke Fulton. Nice passing by Wyoming, who misses a shot, and nice job by Mandy Barnes in grabbing the backside rebound. Good job of boxing out over there.
Mandy's done a nice job coming in there for Hillary Peters. She's got
She
quite
sure
a few
has.
rebounds.
She's not the tallest girl on the floor, but she gets good position.
That's the key. Nice steal.
Yeah, nice steal by Indian Hill, unable to convert. And Wyoming quickly up the floor. Brooke Fulton across to her sister, who lays it up and misses. Ball is rebounded by Wyoming, and the shot missed. Brooke Fulton rebounds, shoots, misses. And Blair Kropp, number...
I couldn't tell who he was
that's-
calling that on. Let's see. You're right.
Blair
Number
Kropp,
20.
Number 20. It's called for the foul. Wyoming will throw it in under their own basket. Oh, nice passing by Wyoming to the middle, and number 41, Melissa Becker, able to convert. Wyoming must have thrown the ball, must have made 7, 8 passes there before they attempted a shot. Courtney Cooper dribbles right through the defense, puts up a shot, which is no good. Wyoming on the fast break, and they are unable to convert. Number 32, Brooke Fulton, rebounds the miss and puts it in. As we come to the end of the third quarter, the score is Wyoming 30.
Oh!
And Indian Hill is at 2 or 3 or none.
It counts, but they
How
can't
many
decide.
points? 2 points. So
Two-pointer.
it's 32-15. What a shot. I believe that was
That was Annie Skank.
Annie Skank.
Fired it up there at the buzzer. Tonight's contest could not be made possible without support from the Indian Hill School District administration. We would like to extend a special thanks to Dr. David Cotroni, Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Laura Beglin, Principal of the high school, and Mr. Dale Harmon, Student Services Director for the high school, for their continued support of the video department.
All right, John. Well, as we go into this last quarter, Wyoming has extended their lead to 15 points, and they've been able to do it by a combination of pressing defense, good passing when they're on offense, and converting a few fast break layups.
Yeah, we're just turning the ball over too many times. We're coming down. Our guards are dribbling with their head down. They're not looking down the floor to get the open person. And when you don't dribble with your head up and look down the floor, many times we would take 3 or 4 dribbles forward and we end up passing the ball backwards. Our people need to look down the floor, move the ball down the floor. I'd rather see them throw it away down on our end. At least they're not going to get an easy layup. If we turn it over in the backcourt, Wyoming's capitalizing and making easy shots.
Well, that's, I guess, a compliment to the pressing defense of Wyoming. We've talked a little bit about that throughout the game tonight. And it's given Indian Hill a hard time. And let's see if Indian Hill handles it better this last quarter. I see Hillary Peters over at the scores table checking in for the start of this fourth quarter. And out on the floor comes Hillary Peters, Annie Whitaker, Mandy Barnes, Blair Kropp, and Courtney Cooper for the Braves.
And for the Cowboys, it's Julie Killen, Brooke Fulton, Robin Fulton, Melissa Becker, and number 21, Liz Gale.
Nice job by Wyoming there. Able to get the ball in low. They missed a shot, but got the backside rebound, and the stick back is put into the basket.
And that was Liz Gale who put that one right back up and in.
Courtney Cooper trapped in the corner, cross to Mandy Barnes, who puts up a shot, and I tell you, I thought that was going in. Nice try. She'll be at the line shooting 2, and again, she's done a fine job in there at the low post and being able to get off a shot. And she's doing a nice job of boxing out and rebounding the ball for the Braves. First free throw is missed.
We got to cash in on these free ones. It's tough to let these points get away.
Second is good.
There we go.
throws the ball in. And they call carrying the ball on Brooke Fulton. I'll tell you, that was a tough call on Brooke. She was trying to get the ball away from an Indian Hill girl who had also had her hand on it.
Well, the real tough part of that call, Larry, is she had it up, turned it, but caught the ball. She didn't dribble again. So that made it was a little deceiving. I think she tricked the referee on that one.
All right, well, Indian Hill called for over and back and promptly gives the ball right back to Wyoming.
We've become our own worst enemy here with the turnovers.
Nice passing by Wyoming. Long shot by 32. Brooke Fulton is good. It's a score 34-16 Wyoming with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Over and back
called on Annie Whitaker. That's 2 times in a row down the floor. Annie's had a tough time. She's not the tallest person on the floor, and at times it's hard for her to see down the floor, find that open person.
Well, plus she's going right where Wyoming wants her to be, right in the corner where they can trap her, and then she picked up her dribble, so it makes it tough for her to see down the floor.
Courtney Cooper called for a blocking foul, and Wyoming doing a really nice job of running just kind of a little pick and go. One person will run a little bit of a screen for the other one, and then as soon as that person clears the screen, they break for the basket and get the ball back on a bounce pass, and they've been able to convert on either the first or on the rebound a couple second shots. And there's Mandy Barnes again. Nice job of body position.
Great position right there.
Forced the rebounder for Wyoming to go over her back and foul her. That's the 7th team foul on Wyoming. Should be 1-1, I believe.
Yep.
They missed it again.
They missed it again. I don't know why the scorers doesn't honk the horn.
Table
well, now it's back to 6. They took the fouls back to 6.
Well, I guess that's a good way to get out of making a mistake.
Yep.
Take the foul back.
Yeah, when I looked up before, Larry, it was 3 and 5, so I think he just happened to go from 5 to 7. That is Wyoming's 6th-team foul.
All right, nice job of offensive rebounding in there for Wyoming by number 23, Robin Fulton, who will be at the line shooting 2 free throws as she attempted to put that rebound back in the basket.
Substitutions for the Wyoming Cowboys. Number 45, Sarah Schmidt, re-enters the ball game. And first time in this evening, number 34, Jessica Kirk-Bowman.
First free throw is around and what you say, down into the hole, back out and off. Well, I don't know how that ball's staying out of there sometimes tonight.
We've seen that 3 or 4 times tonight already, and it's just this ball game.
Indian Hill not boxing out, and there's a nice job by Robin Fulton of grabbing the ball and sticking it in the hole. There's a steal by Brooke Fulton, who steps out of bounds.
Double dribble. Plus, Larry, on that last rebound is a perfect example. The girls, nobody jumped.
Right.
They just stood there with their arms in the air, reaching up.
Right, got to jump for the ball if you want it in basketball. There's a steal by Robin Fulton. Nice crossover dribble. Puts the layup up and misses, and Courtney Cooper's there for the rebound. Nice job by Courtney of hustling the floor. Long pass down the floor to Robin Barnes, who shoots and scores and is fouled.
Mandy Barnes playing a great game.
Mandy Barnes. What a nice play by Mandy. She had to go up in heavy traffic, grab the ball, turn, put the ball in without traveling, and is fouled. Nice job.
Number 35, Jenny King, enters the ball game for the Cowboys. As Mandy tries the old-fashioned three-point play right here.
Well, I hope she earns it. Just a little short. Rebounded by Wyoming up the floor on the fast break ahead to
and that's all for Sarah Schmidt, if it's on her.
Over the back. That's a good job by Hillary Peters of getting position.
That's Sarah's 5th foul, and that is now Wyoming's 7th team foul. As Hillary Peters gets good position, causes Sarah to commit her 5th foul, and Hillary Peters shooting a 1-on-1.
Play all started with Jenny King, number 35 for Wyoming, hustling the floor, getting a pass up the floor for the fast break layup, which was missed, and Hillary rebounding, and the over-the-back foul called on Wyoming. At the line for 1-1 for Indian Hill is Hillary Peters. First one's good. She's got the bonus shot coming. Second is good. Inbound steal by Courtney Cooper. Up by Hillary Peters. He misses. And guess who? Number 30, Janet Tebby. She's able to grab that backside rebound, put it back in, and she's fouled.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Oh, well, Indian Hill's cut that lead to 36-22.
We're creeping back in the game here, Larry.
I hope so. I hope so.
We have Janet Tebby who's going to be coming back to shoot a free throw.
It's going to take a few more steals to get that done.
If you're a high school sports fan, you won't want to miss the ICRC Sports Box. Each week, the Sports Box will supply you with the highlights, features, and the inside scoop on local high school sports that you need. For program times, call the ICRC at 772-4272, and that's 772-ICRC.
All right, John.
As
nice
shown
shot.
on your screen right there.
Well, Indian Hill with a couple steals and able to convert into a couple baskets.
Well, Larry, it comes down to if you look back and if they looked at this tape, they're going to see the turnovers they had in this ball game. I would say roughly right now, we haven't been keeping track. We have to have 20 to 25 turnovers.
Oh, I would say that easy. We were at one point there at the start of the second half. Wyoming turned the ball over 3 straight times, and Indian Hill back to them twice. So there were 5 turnovers in the first 30 seconds of the second half. Free throw is off and down. Hillary Peters rebounds, misses. Indian Hill hustling after the rebound. Nice job by number 30 again. Janet Tebby hustling for the ball, but her foot slid over the out-of-bounds line.
It's a nice rebound by Hillary Peters.
Right.
Off that free throw, just in and out. Another one of those in and out shots, or rolled around the rim, and that would have been a big shot. And here's a turnover, Wyoming.
All right, Indian Hill's ball out of bounds.
Still have 4.5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Just have to play good defense, rebound, and make a shot here and there.
And we have
Annie Whitaker back in the game, throws the ball ahead to Tebby. Peters over to Cooper, who shoots and misses, rebounds her own shot, shoots and scores.
Down to 12-point lead.
The Hill's going to have to hustle back down the floor. Good job by Mandy Barnes, and the ball is rebounded by Indian Hill. And Annie Whitaker steps out of bounds on the baseline, and the ball goes back to Wyoming under their own basket.
There's a case of not knowing where you are on the floor.
Yep.
And it's a costly turnover again by the Braves. It gives the ball right back to the Cowboys underneath their own basket.
Nice shot by Robin Fulton. She drives the lane and puts up a short jumper for 2 points. Cuts off Indian Hill's legs there on their rally. Now Courtney Cooper trying a dangerous move, which is dribbling between 2 or 3 players. She's fouled, however, and will be at the line for 1-1.
And fouls on number 23. That's Robin Fulton. And I believe that's her 4th. And Courtney Cooper goes to the line, and that's the team's 10th. So the Braves are in the double bonus here. 2 shots the rest of the way out every time the Braves get fouled.
First shot by Cooper is no good. Second shot, no good. Wyoming able to run the ball down in the corner, a triple team. And they're able to break that double, and there's 3-on-1. And Robin Fulton able to convert on the drive to the basket. Indian Hill got caught triple teaming the ball, and Wyoming is able to break out on a 3-on-1 fast break. Nice steal in there for Wyoming by number 21, Liz Gale, but she travels when she hits the floor.
Took a little hop there.
Yep. Indian Hills ball out of bounds.
In for the Cowboys comes number 33, Janetta Goodwin, and she replaces Jenny King with 3:25 to go here in the ball game. Cowboys 40, Braves 24.
Hillary Peters drives to the basket, lays it up. It's a little bit long. Indian Hill runs down the rebound. Nice job by Annie Whitaker. Mandy back out to Annie. Return pass to Annie Whitaker in the lane is stolen by Robin Fulton, who drives the length of the floor, misses a layup, and the ball is rebounded by number 30, Janet Tebby. And Whitaker up the floor. Attempts a bounce pass to Courtney Cooper, which is a little bit too far out of her reach, and the ball turned over to Wyoming.
24, Abby Wiggins into the basketball game. She replaces Brooke Fulton, who takes a seat, and Sister Robin brings it up.
And there is a elbowing foul on number 14, Annie Whitaker.
And that's on the drive. That's the Braves' 15 foul.
Oh, I take that back. They called an offensive foul.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's
I didn't
surprising.
see that.
I didn't either. I'm surprised by that call. That's an offensive foul on Wyoming. Indian Hill has the ball and brings it up.
Was that Robin Fulton, Larry?
Yes, it was. That was her fourth.
That's her fourth.
And Indian Hill turns it over again. Unable to get off a shot. On the arm foul. Courtney Cooper is called for grabbing a Wyoming player on the arm, and it will be Wyoming's ball out of bounds at half court.
Okay, that was Courtney Cooper's third foul, and that's the team's sixth. So next Brave foul, the Cowboys will be in the bonus. It's 40-24, and we have 2:28 to go here in the ball game.
Nice job of working the ball inside. Nice passing by Wyoming. Took advantage of a wide open shot 3 feet from the basket. Able to convert. Hillary Peters drives to the basket, misses, and, well, I'll tell you, there's Mandy Barnes again with that good position. She's able to push the defensive player up under the basket far enough that she could get the rebound as it bounced over her opponent's head. Put the stick back up and is fouled for 2 shots.
Mandy's doing a great job, Larry, like we said earlier, getting position underneath there, and she's having a superb ball game.
Yeah, it's really fun to see how sometimes kids rise above the level of play of the rest of the team at times and play extremely well on a night that hasn't gone as well as you'd like for your own team. Courtney Cooper hustling after the ball is called for a personal foul, and that'll put Wyoming at the line for a 1-and-1.
That's Courtney's fourth and the team's seventh. So Courtney has one more to go. There's 2:02 left here in the ball game. Indian Hills in the double bonus, and the Cowboys in the regular bonus. Now Courtney Cooper's coming out of the game.
Into the game for Indian Hill comes
Jenny Tharp.
Jenny Tharp.
It sort of looked like the table was saying she had 5 fouls. The board has her for 4. So, but she's going to dress for the varsity game anyway. So with 2:02, get Jenny Tharp some playing time, get her in there. Jenny's been doing a nice job this year. Courtney will go in, get dressed, and be ready for the varsity game.
That's great.
Melissa Becker at the line for the Cowboys, shooting a bonus.
Nice rebound by Hillary Peters in the middle. Nice pass off, too. Mandy Barnes under the basket who puts up a shot. It's missed as Wyoming rebounds. They are fouled by Indian Hill and will be at the line shooting 1-and-1.
And Hillary Peters picks up her 4th, team's 8th. And looks like Abby Wiggins will go to the line for the Cowboys, shoot the 1-and-1. Minute 48 here. The junior varsity game between the Braves and the Cowboys.
First shot is no good, and Mandy Barnes rebounds off to Annie Whitaker. Over to Janet Tebby, who throws it across to Jenny Tharp. Ball is missed and goes out of bounds to Wyoming.
Number 34, Jessica Bowman, back in the ball game for the Cowboys as Melissa Becker takes a seat and Julie Killen inbounds the ball.
Again, Wyoming doing a pretty good job of passing the ball around the perimeter. Over there, unable to control the pass on the inside. And number 34, Jessica Kirk Bowman, is called for traveling. Annie Whitaker brings the ball across half court for the Braves. And steps out of bounds along the sidelines. She attempts to drive down toward the basket, and it will be Wyoming's ball.
You got to know where you are on this floor. You can't step on the red parts.
Long shot for Wyoming is missed.
Oh,
Hillary Peters attempts to block a shot by
AT&T call there.
Jessica Kirk Bowman, and is called for a personal foul.
And that's her fifth. The underneath official standing right there saw the good block, but the outside official made the old MCI AT&T long distance call.
Yeah, it's amazing how that happens so often in all sports. It's football, it happens with pass interference all the time. Guy 40 yards away has got better vision than the guy 2 feet away.
Yeah, standing right on top of it. So Hillary Peters leaves the game. Played a nice ball game this evening. You'll see more of her on our next telecast with the varsity.
Jessica able to convert both free throws to give Wyoming, with less than a minute left in the game, a 19-point lead. Indian Hill throwing wild passes here toward the end. Times it seems as though they don't seem where the ball is supposed to be going.
We always seem to be passing the ball back away from the basket. We're supposed to go towards the basket, like Blair Crop's doing right there.
And there's a tie-up in the middle of the floor, jump ball.
Possession there to the Braves.
This could be the final possession of the half of the game. John Warden over here choking himself to death.
Oh, I'll be okay.
Sometimes he gets wrapped up in that cord.
Might have been that fly I just swallowed. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Tasted good, though. It's a healthy fly. Yeah, it was that handful of popcorn he tried to mash in there earlier. Now he's back.
I'm back. Is that better? Down to 10 seconds left in the game. Ball is stolen by Wyoming. Wyoming attempting to get off the last shot in the game. And number 34, Jessica Kirk Bowman, shoots and scores! 2 points at the buzzer. And the final score in the junior varsity game is Wyoming 46, Indian Hill 25. Thanks for being with us, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast tonight from Indian Hill High School. Thanks. This is Larry Eli and John Ward saying good night, folks.